division in other bases apart from base 10 is quite difficult or taxing or can take a lot of time. So what we do is, or what I would advise you do is, when you have a question in other bases that has to do with division, is to convert the values into base 10, then you solve, then convert your answer back to the initial base. Like for example, we're working in base 5, we convert this from base 5 to base 10, solve in base 10, then convert your answer back to base 5. Let's do a quick one on it. We have 3, 4, 1, base 5. We're converting it to base 10. So each of the digits, 3, 4, and 1, we multiply them by the base, that's 5. 3 times 5 plus 4 times 5 plus 1 times 5. Having plus as linking each of them multiplied by 5. So you start from the back, you raise this one to the power of 0, raise this to the power of 1, and raise this to the power of 2. You start with 0, 1, 2, and if you have more digits, you keep going that way. So what we do is, since we have this, anything raised to the power of 0 is 1, 5 raised to the power of 0 is 1, then 4 times 5 raised to the power of 1 is 5, then 3 times 5 raised to the power of 2, which is 5 times 5, that's 25. We do addition 1, multiplication. 1 times 1 is 1, 4 times 5 is 20, 3 times 5, 25 is 75. You add it all together, that's 96. So this adds up to give you 96. We've actually converted the first number in base 5 to 60 to 96. So this in base 10 is actually 96. Base 10, that's divided by, convert 22 base 5 to base 10. Each of the 2's, you give them, multiply them by 5, which is the base, and start raising the 5 to the power, starting from 0, 1. And like I said earlier, anything raised to power 0 is 1, so 2 times 1, then 5 raised to power 1 is 5. So any power raised to power of 1 is that number. We have 2 times 1, that's 2, then 2 times 5, that's 10. You add 10 to 2, you get 12. Watch, you multiply before you add. Word math, you do your power first, and that's 96. 96 divided by 12, and 96 divided by 12 is, the result is 8. And you know the result we've gotten is in base 10, that's 8 base 10. And the question would actually want its answer back in base 5. We have to convert 8 base 10 to base 5. And converting from base 10 to base 5 has to do with division. Converting from any base to base 10 is the one I just showed you previously. So we'll convert 8 base 10 to base 5. That means the base just we're converting it to is what we divide it by. So 5 in 8 is 1, so you can only divide 8 by 5 once, and you have a remainder of 3. 5 in 1 is obviously less than 5, so we can't do anything about that. And while you're doing something in conversion from a base to another, and it's like in this format of converting from base 10 to another base, note you'll be dividing by the base you're trying to convert to. Then when what you're trying to divide is smaller than or less than the base you're working on, all you need to write is 0 remainder 1, 0 remainder 1, 0. If this were 2, it would be 0 remainder 2. If this were 3, it would be 0 remainder 3. So whatever you're doing, if this were 4, it would be 0 remainder 4. Provided the number is actually less than 5. So what you do is you consider your remainders. Your remainders are what you use, and you take them from the bottom up. So you take your 1 first, then your 3 second. These are 2 remainders up. Then you put your base. So your answer is 1, 3, or 13 base 5. So 341 base 5 divided by 22 base 5 is 13 base 5.